Hello Pisces, Johnny Alchemy here. Thank you again for joining me on my channel. We're going to be doing your February 2024 tarot card reading. So let's pull out some cards and see what we got for you. Again, this is going to be a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Everything here is to give you some awareness and insight so you can make the decisions you need to make to live the life that you want. Okay. So let's talk about the past, long-term or short-term. First off, we got the World card here in reversed. So it's telling me for some of you, that there was a big cycle that ended in some way. This could have been something that you have been working toward for maybe a few years, minimum 6 months, that really came to fruition. I think for some of you it ended, but maybe it ended not in the way that you expected, if that makes sense. Maybe it ended in a way where maybe it didn't turn out to be as fulfilling, or maybe it didn't turn out, to fill out your true expectations or what you wanted out of it, if that makes sense. So here with that World card, it's saying, big cycles ended. But I think here with some of you, because we do have the Page of Wands and we do have the Page of Swords as well. Touching upon the Page of Swords, I think here it gave you some type of information, when that cycle ended, in terms of new knowledge, saying that, maybe, this didn't work out for me for XYZ. Maybe it didn't work out for this reason or that reason. Maybe by going through this, I realized that, maybe this wasn't for me, or this wasn't the right thing that was in alignment for me, if that makes sense. So with the Page of Swords, it's saying, that there's new information that's being given to you, but it's just maybe delivered in a way that's unexpected as well. So instead, I think for some of you, we got the Page of Wands. I think here it's really saying that, you've grown from it. You've learned what you needed to learn from that big cycle ending, but it's not going to stop you. The Page of Wands is saying, I'm still going to go on my adventure. I'm still going to continue my journey. I'm going to still continue to move forward in my life, whatever it is that I am passionate about. So here it's really saying, that, even though something may have ended, it still could have been satisfying. It still could have given you some fulfillment, but really with the reverse, it's saying, maybe it wasn't to its full potential, if that makes sense. But here here with that Page of Wands, you're really moving forward still. You're still continuing to move forward into this present moment that I can see right now. So here with the present, there's a lot of options being given to you right now in terms of where it is you want to move forward in your life and what it is you want to be pursuing. I say that for two reasons. Let me start with this one, actually. We got the Seven of Cups here in reversed. So here, this comes right underneath that World card in reversed. And it's saying, now that you've gone through one big cycle, you have literally all these other choices that are going to be available to you. And so if as I said, with that Page of Swords, if you know what doesn't work for you anymore, then you can start to empty some of these cups and realize what is not for me. The things that are not going to help me, or things that ultimately is not in alignment with what I want for my emotional fulfillment. So here being, the Seven of Cups, it's saying, you're going to have a lot of choices, and ultimately anything in the past, like that World card and Page of Swords reversed, is going to help you get that process of elimination, to really fine-tune exactly what it is that you want, what it is that you find fulfilling, and ultimately what it is that is your true calling. That is the true calling for you. Is it healing? Is it money? Is it property? Is it beauty? Is it wealth? Is it success? All of those things, those are all things in those cups. Is it literally the unknown, the mystery? So here, it's saying for some of you that, you are going to be given a lot of opportunities, and you are allowed to dream and fantasize about all of them. But at the same time, the universe in the past is saying, don't forget about what you've experienced and what you've learned as well. Use that truth, like that sword that the Page of Swords has. Use that truth that you've learned to guide you as well. The Two of Swords here is also in reversed. So again, more choices. This person, it could be, this card always suggests, it's like a stalemate. It's like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. So really it's saying, I have choices that I have to make. I have to choose one that I feel like would be best for me, that would serve me the most. So it could be a difficult decision to make. The wisdom here is that it's like this woman is blindfolded, so she can't even see. She can only just feel. But that's the main thing. She feels with her emotions, not her hands, because we have the moon right above her. The moon talks about your intuition. It talks about your deeper knowing your deep desires, knowing exactly what it is that you want on a much more personal soul level. We got the High Priestess here, right in the center of your reading. So again, that moon card, and she literally has the moon, a crescent moon at her feet, talking about that intuition. So I think here, being at the center of your reading, it's saying that you are going to get in touch with your intuition very much so for the month of February. And by doing so, by learning how to listen to your intuition, by learning to follow your intuition, is going to help you make this choice of what adventure you want to take next in life. Because this comes right underneath that Page of Wands, talking about if you're ready for an adventure and you're still in that deliberation process of what it is you want, your intuition is the thing that should be guiding you, because ultimately that comes from a deep unconscious desire, something that is just personal to you. The unconscious is what drives us, is what motivates us to do the things we do, even if we don't realize it. So really, it's like understanding yourself on that deep level, that subconscious level. As we move on forward to the talking about the future and big themes, we got some water cards here, some cups. So we got the Knight of Cups here in reversed, right underneath that Seven of Cups. So same exact thing. It's saying that for this month, you really are going to be drawn to move forward in terms of something emotionally driven. It could be something creative, it could be love, it could be something where you want to express a certain part of yourself, and stuff like that. But ultimately, anything that is emotionally fulfilling is going to drive you. And that exists in your heart center, the same place where your intuition exists as well, where your gut instincts are, where your feelings of intuitive drive, those subconscious desires. So the Knight of Cups, again, those emotions are going to be what is driving you, what is pushing you forward. So we also have the King of Cups here. Love to see this, because it's saying for this month that you're going to really get in touch with your emotions. You're going to learn how to control and influence your emotions. You're not going to be influenced by them. As this king is able to have this platform that he sits on, his throne in the middle of the ocean, he has stability despite all the waves around him. So he's saying that I am in touch with my emotions, but they do not control me. I control them. And that's very much like that High Priestess energy. I'm in touch with what I feel. My feelings don't control me. I listen to them, and I know which ones are serving me and which ones are not. And then I can choose the one that serves me the most. So very much so with this, that emotionally intuitive person, just like that High Priestess, I think you're going to start to embody that person, understand yourself on a deep emotional subconscious level. And that's going to help guide you toward, and again, we got the Page of Wands and we got the Ace of Wands here in reversed. Again, right in the same column as the Page of Wands and the High Priestess. Your emotions are what's going to guide you. Your heart's desire is what's going to guide you. That is going to be the decision that's going to make the decision for you, if that makes sense. So here again, the same thing is saying the exact same thing. The Ace of Wands is saying you are ready for a new adventure, but you're still trying to figure out what that may be. Also what are you passionate about? What is it that really makes you motivated, makes you enthusiastic, joyful? Those are emotions as well. So as I said, there's going to be something emotionally driven that you're going to start, or try and figure out what you want to start or what path you want to take for the month of February. And it's coming from your experiences of the past. As I said, with that World card reversed, you learned a big lesson. That's still a major arcana, from that big cycle ending, and you're realizing, a certain truth from that cycle. That truth is what's going to help what was it? Again, that process of elimination, to fine tune everything and to narrow down your choices into something that is truly meant for you and in alignment for what you want. Excuse me. So let's pull out 3 more cards. These are cards that you are facing or have faced and are slowly releasing for the month of February. 3 of Pentacles. Yep. Oop, that one wanted to jump out. Definitely. 5 of Swords. Okay. Oh, that one. Definitely. And you got the Page of Swords again. Okay. So 3 of Pentacles here. Number 1, you're releasing 2 things. You're releasing people who do not support what it is that you want to do. You know, people who may get in your head and try and influence you to do something that is safe or to do something that is practical, really talking about the Pentacles. And that may not be in alignment with what you want, because as I said, there could be something, a deeper, emotionally driven goal that you want that may not make sense on the practical level at the moment, you know, but if you feel like you need to do it and you feel are driven to do it, then that's something you have to do as an individual, you know. So here with the 3 of Pentacles, you're releasing anyone who just wants to smother your emotions with practicality, with logic, you know. So really it's saying, you know, with that, you're going to find people who will support you. But right now this is that process of elimination. As I said before, if there's someone who does not understand what you do and just thinks it's impractical to do so, you're going to release that. You're going to release their opinions. You're going to release them from your life in a certain way, where you're not going to let them know exactly what you want or be as deeply emotionally involved with them as you would be with a supportive friend. 5 of Swords, same exact thing. You are letting go of people who don't understand you. You know, there's something here that's saying, you know, you may come to odds with these people who may not understand you, understand what you want really. And so it's one of those cards where it says we just have to agree to disagree. You know, I don't think you understand what I want. I know that I don't want what you want for me. So I think we're just at a stalemate and at odds. And this, as I said, this comes right next to that 2 of Swords, which I was talking about, a stalemate. So really it's saying, you know, even more so, you're going to start releasing people who are not going to be supportive of what you want to do, and so that there will be room for those who are supportive to take their place. So understand with that, you know, you may come across a lot of conflict or a lot of butting heads with people, or maybe miscommunications, misunderstandings, hard conversations or communication as well. And it's not to cause an argument or cause a fight, but to really say to yourself, you're not going to convince me of what I want out of my life because you don't live my life. You don't understand what I want on an emotional level. And I'm not going to try and convince you to make you understand if you're not willing to listen. You know, so we just have to agree to disagree. You know, it could be just as simple as that. Page of Swords as well. You know, as I said, you know, you're going to release, there's something here where it says you really are going to release some type of logic. You know, logic, you know, sometimes the things that we want, they don't make sense. You know, it's sometimes the things that we want in our heart, that we want in our soul, that seem the craziest, you know, but that doesn't mean that it's not possible, you know, or that we can't make it work, or that it shouldn't be acknowledged and respected and honored. You know, so here is something really saying that you are letting go of just the logical mind. You know, there's something here with all of these emotions, especially the High Priestess and the King of Cups, that's talking about an emotionally driven journey or goal that you want to achieve. So there, you know, it's like the mind and heart can sometimes be at odds. The heart can say, I want this, and the mind can say, that's not practical. It can't happen. That's illogical. Why would you ever want that? And it causes disruption and war within ourselves. So here it's kind of learning how to get your mind on the same track as your heart, if that makes sense. To say, listen, I know it doesn't make any sense, but this is what I want. And now let's work together to see what we can do to make that happen. So these next 3 cards are going to be blessings from the universe, things to consider, things that have not yet come to fruition. You got the Ace of Wands again. So you got double synchronicity. You got the Page of Swords twice. You got the Ace of Wands twice. You got the Ace of Swords, truth. Yep. Oh, this one wanted to come out. Yeah, you. There we go. Four of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, so Ace of Wands, as I said, you're going to figure out that journey. You're going to realize what emotionally drives you forward, and and this is the blessing. That journey, that path will be made clear to you if you get in touch with your intuition and your deeper knowing of what you want out of life. So again, you go from the Ace of Wands reversed to the Ace of Wands here as a blessing to the universe. This is telling you that if you continue to get in touch with your emotions, get in touch with your intuition, the opportunity will reveal itself. It will show itself to you. Ace of Swords, victory. This is saying, this is going to be a victorious moment for you. This will be something where the logical mind will be finally on track, if you will, because now it's something that is emotionally driven, and you'll realize that that is your truth. That is the thing that is driving you. This is the thing that you want most. And now your mind will have to say, okay, that is my truth. And that is what I feel is correct for me. And so I have to honor and accept that. And I may not know how to make that happen, or it may seem illogical at this moment, but until I go on this route, I will never know how to make it work. I will never know how possible I can make this be in my life. So for some of you, victory, that Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands and Ace of Swords. And so finally we got the Four of Pentacles right here. Here it's really saying, you're going to learn how to conserve your energy. As I said, you may have to separate yourself or become less emotionally invested with people who don't support what you want to do. So here it's really saying, with the Four of Pentacles, that you're going to learn how to guard yourself from people who do not understand you. And it may be a little lonely, but at the same time, you're going to learn how to value yourself and your opinions and the things that you want out of your life most. The Pentacles talk about abundance. And in abundance, you're going to find the abundance you have for yourself, the things that you want for yourself. So the Four of Pentacles is saying, by conserving your energy and not wasting it trying to convince other people or try to justify yourself to other people, you're just going to learn how to keep it to yourself. And by doing so, you're going to find value and a lot of abundance by doing so, by conserving your energy so that you can put it into channels and outlets that are going to ultimately help you with your goals, instead of wasting it on people who do not understand and probably will not understand. So finally, the last three cards. These are going to be cards talking about big themes about this reading. Abandon. Yeah. Yep. Serenity. That one's coming up a lot. Came up a lot in some of the other readings. Last one. Yeah, this one. Alignments. What did I say? Yeah, okay. So first of all, abandon. As I said, you're going to abandon the people and things that do not support you. Already said it 1,000 times. And finally, serenity. I think this reflects off of that Four of Pentacles right there. By conserving your energy and really getting in touch with your own intuition and getting in touch with yourself, you're going to find serenity despite being surrounded by people who may not understand you. Serenity and peace are something that you cultivate within yourself, not something that you can necessarily get from another person. You can get it sometimes, but in terms of who can provide it all the time, you're the only one who can do that. So the serenity, you're going to find serenity in this journey. You're going to find it in yourself by going and honoring what it is you want to do. Finally, alignment. This is really saying to me, you have that sword there, and you also have the Ace of Swords. The truth. The truth is what's going to guide you. By following your truth, you are acting in alignment with what it is that you want. So really, this is really a reflection of that as well. Choosing the path that is correct for you and choosing what is in alignment with your needs, that is what you have to do in your life. That is something that is innately what we have to do in terms of understanding our purpose here as a human being, as a soul, anything like that. It is to know yourself, to love yourself, and to follow your individual path, whatever it may be. By doing those things and acting in alignment with who you are as a person and acknowledging and respecting that as yourself, you're able to achieve wonderful things that life has in store for you, because you are using your own intuition. You're using your own soul's calling. You're using your own gifts, and you're putting it out there for the world, even though it doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't, even though it may not be practical, you know, but you're doing it because you understand that you need to do this, that it is important to just you, as yourself as an individual, and that's something to be respected. So here, that's kind of what I see for some of you Pisces out there. I mean, you're making big strides in terms of something that you are emotionally drawn to, you know, that you were intuitively drawn to as well. And ultimately, you're going to be put on a path that is in alignment with your truth and in alignment with what it is that you need to fulfill in your life. You're going to learn how to have serenity as you go through this path, probably alone for a little bit as you figure it out, until you start finding your tribe, finding the people who support you, etc. And you're going to abandon the people who hold you back, who give you resistance, and who don't understand you, and who can't support you, even though if they don't understand you completely, you know. So here, you know, I think you're choosing yourself. You're choosing what is truly right for you. So if this did resonate, don't forget to hit that like button. Leave me a comment if you'd like, and do not forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would love to keep in touch for future readings, but that's all I have for you right now. I want to say thank you so much for watching and supporting my channel. Very much appreciate you, and I will talk to you very soon. Goodbye.